This is about you. What are you doing, Leo?
When she's finished, dream with the humidity of Porto Villano at night. Alessia stares into a cup of tea. Her husband, Leo, watches her from an armchair.
You seem tired, Muammer.
It's been a stressful few days.
I know, but you shouldn't worry about impressive fluvial sores. Or Miguel.
You threatened to fire him. Leo, he's worked for my father for 30 years.
I just said maybe it's time he retired. For his own good. He's getting forgetful.
Leo's phone buzzes on the coffee table. The screen lights up. Who is it?
Dr. Emerald.
Alessia's daughter. Leo picks up the phone, his eyes meeting his wife's for a moment too long.
I'll just take this in the study.
He walks away, leaving the study door open, just a crack. Alessia waits a beat, her heart hammers. She puts down her mic and creeps to the door, pressing her ear to the wood. She can only hear Leo's side of the conversation. His voice is low, serious.
Yes, more frequent.
Pause.
The confusion, mostly. Little memory gaps. She put the milk in the pantry yesterday.
A lie. Alessia flinches. She never did that.
No, she doesn't realize how bad it is. I think she's scared. She gets defensive if I bring it up.
Another longer pause.
Cognitive decline. At her age.
His voice cracks with practiced sorrow.
Okay. Yes, I'll keep a log. Of course. Thank you, doctor.
The click of the call ending. Absolute silence. Alessia scrambles back to her chair just as the study door opens. Leo returns, his face a mask of loving concern. Alessia says nothing. She just holds the invoice in her pocket. Proof. The next morning, at the impressive Flaviosaurus printing press, the low hum of the Heidelberg press is a steady heartbeat. Impressive Flaviosaurus foreman Miguel Costa turns as Alessia enters. Alessia, I was worried after yesterday. Leo is worried about you, Miguel. He thinks you're getting forgetful. He's the one we should worry about. The paper order you mentioned, the invoice, where is it? He took all the recent files to your home office yesterday, said he was reconciling the accounts. Of course he did. Alessia strides into the main office. She pulls open filing cabinet drawers. The metallic shriek echoes in the quiet room. Purchase orders, supplier contracts. It's all here. Too perfect. She checks the dates. Nothing from the last month. He's already sanitized it. She moves to the large recycling bins by the main paper cutter. A desperate, humiliating move. She sifts through scraps and discarded proofs. Her hands get covered in blue ink. Then she sees it, a crumpled ball near the bottom. She pulls it out, her breath catching. It's an invoice from a supplier they rarely use, for 10,000 sheets of premium watermark bond paper, an absurd quantity. The delivery date is 2 days before the bank appraisal. This is it. Her hands are shaking, but not from fear, vindication. She smooths the paper on a tabletop. I'm not crazy. That evening, at home, their Teddy-Rogo daughter, Julia, is in her room. Music plays softly. Alessia walks to the front door. She decides to set a small test, a baseline for her own sanity. She takes her car keys. She hangs them on the hook by the door. She looks at them. She turns away. They are on the hook. An hour later, Leo comes home.
Hello, love.
He kisses her cheek.
How was your day?
Quiet. They make small talk over dinner. The certainty Alessia felt this morning begins to fray under his gentle, normal attention. I'm just going to pop out to the pharmacy. She stands, walks to the door, her hand reaching for the hook. It's empty. A cold dread washes over her. No, she put them there. She knows she did. I can't find the car keys. Her voice is a wire of panic pulled taut. They were right here. Her hand pats the empty hook, then her pocket, a frantic, useless search. Her husband, Leo, looks up from the sofa. His expression a soft watercolor of concern. He slowly stands and walks towards her.
Oh, honey.
He opens the kitchen cupboard, moves a bag of flour, and reaches into the sugar bowl. He pulls out the keys. A few white crystals cling to the metal.
You've been putting things in odd places again.
Alyssa just stares at them, sticky with sugar. She would never do that. The memory of the hook is so vivid, but here they are. But the keys can't erase the invoice. She takes a deep breath, pulling the crumpled paper from her pocket. She spreads it on the dining table.
Leo, we need to talk. I found this.
What is it?
It's an invoice for an enormous order of bond paper, 10,000 sheets. Miguel mentioned it. Why would we order so much?
Leo picks up the paper. He studies it. He doesn't look angry or scared. He looks thoughtful. He listens with patient, therapeutic calm. It's the exact kind of paper you used for the new appraisal documents, isn't it?
Is that what this is about? Miguel.
This is about you. What are you doing, Leo?
When she's finished, he nods slowly. He walks to his briefcase, clicks it open, and pulls out a single, crisp sheet of paper. He lays it on the table next to her crumpled one.
This one, you mean? The final copy.
It's an invoice from the same company on the same date. It looks exactly like hers, but the quantity is for 1,000 sheets, a perfectly reasonable amount.
I don't understand.
You must have grabbed a draft from the recycling, love. See?
He points to her paper. He traces a watermark on her sheet, so faint she hadn't registered it. It says draft.
They always send a draft before confirming. It's okay. No harm done.
Alyssa looks from his perfect copy to the one in her hand. He's right. Her entire body goes cold. She's not just forgetful, she's inventing things. She is completely, terrifyingly broken.